Have you ever wondered how olive trees are grown and harvested? For thousands of years, these evergreen trees have held a special place in cultures across the globe. From the ancient Greeks who revered them as a symbol of peace and prosperity, to modern gardeners who value them for their resilience and beauty, olive trees continue to captivate us. Not to mention the rich, flavorful fruits they yield, which form a staple in cuisines worldwide. Growing olive trees is a process steeped in tradition, yet open to innovation. It involves careful selection of varieties, meticulous planting, and diligent care to ensure the soil, climate, and sunlight are just right. Their extensive root systems require thoughtful watering, while pruning and mulching help keep them healthy. We'll also explore how to manage pests and diseases, and the art of harvesting at the perfect moment of ripeness. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of olive trees, from planting to harvest. Growing olive trees is an exciting and rewarding venture. It's not just about the joy of watching these trees thrive, but also the anticipation of a bountiful harvest of olives. But before you get to the harvesting part, it's important to understand the basics of olive tree cultivation. Olive trees, or Olea europaea for the botanists among us, are a diverse group with hundreds of varieties, each with its unique characteristics. Some are perfect for producing high-quality olive oil, while others are best suited for table olives. Certain varieties are known for their hardiness and can withstand harsh weather conditions, making them ideal for certain regions. Choosing the right variety for your region and purpose is crucial. For instance, if you're located in a colder climate, you'd want to opt for a hardier variety like the Licino or Frantuello. If you're all about the oil, then varieties like Arbequina or Coronacea are your best bet. Now you might be thinking, but I just want a beautiful tree in my backyard. Well, olive trees have got you covered there too. Varieties like Mission or Manzanillo are not only great for producing olives, but are also known for their aesthetic appeal with their silver-green foliage and gnarled trunks. Remember, your olive tree's success starts with the right variety. So, do your research, consult with local nurseries, and choose the one that suits your needs and environment best. Now let's not forget, olive trees are not just about the olives. They're also about the connection to a history that spans thousands of years, a symbol of peace, wisdom, and abundance. So when you're planting an olive tree, you're not just growing a tree, you're cultivating a piece of history. With the right variety and some basic knowledge, you can start your olive tree journey. And trust me, it's a journey worth embarking on. So, are you ready to dive into the world of olive tree cultivation? Planting an olive tree is just the first step in this exciting journey. Now, let's delve into the nitty-gritty details to ensure your olive tree thrives. To start off, soil conditions play a pivotal role in the healthy growth of your olive tree. Olive trees prefer well-drained soil, rich in calcium, with a pH between 6 and 8. The good news is, they're quite adaptable and can tolerate a wide array of soil types, from sandy to clayey. However, if you're dealing with heavy clay soil, you might want to consider improving its drainage by adding organic matter or grit. Next, let's talk about climate. Olive trees are true sun worshippers. They thrive in Mediterranean climates, where winters are mild and summers are long and hot. But don't worry if you don't live in such a region. Olive trees can withstand temperatures down to -10 degrees Celsius, though they'll need protection from frost during their first few years. Sunlight is another crucial factor. Ensure your olive tree gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. This will allow it to photosynthesize effectively, promoting vigorous growth and abundant fruiting. Now let's move on to root systems. Olive trees have extensive root systems that stretch wide and deep. This allows them to tap into moisture and nutrients found deep in the soil. When planting, ensure the hole is wide and deep enough to accommodate this expansion. Watering is also key. While olive trees are drought tolerant, they do require regular watering, especially during dry spells. A good rule of thumb is to water deeply but infrequently, allowing the soil to dry out between waterings. Lastly, mulching is a vital practice. It helps to conserve moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Apply a generous layer of organic mulch around the base of your tree, but take care not to let it touch the trunk, as this can encourage rot. With proper care and attention, your olive tree will thrive and flourish. So, roll up those gardening sleeves and prepare to embark on a rewarding journey of olive tree cultivation. A healthy olive tree is a productive olive tree, and to ensure your tree's health and productivity, regular maintenance is crucial, with pruning at its core. Pruning isn't just about giving your tree a neat appearance. It's about removing dead or dying branches, encouraging airflow, and allowing sunlight to reach the tree's interior. Pruning also stimulates fruit production, as olive trees bear fruit on new growth. To prune your olive tree effectively, focus on removing branches that cross or rub against each other. Also, thin out some of the interior branches to improve air circulation and sunlight penetration. Remember, a well-pruned tree is less susceptible to disease and pest infestation. Speaking of pests, olive trees can attract a range of unwanted visitors. Among the most common are the olive fruit fly and the black scale bug. The olive fruit fly lays eggs in the olive fruit, which can cause significant damage, while the black scale bug sucks sap from the tree, weakening it over time. Diseases too are a potential threat. Olive knot disease, a bacterial infection, results in knot-like galls on branches and leaves and can be quite damaging if left untreated. Verticillium wilt, a soil-borne fungus, can cause wilting, yellowing, and even death of branches. Now you might be wondering, how can I protect my olive tree from these pests and diseases? Well, that's where integrated pest management, or IPM, comes in. IPM is a sustainable, eco-friendly approach to pest control that combines a variety of tactics. This includes biological control, using beneficial insects or organisms to control pests, cultural control such as proper sanitation and pruning, and chemical control, using pesticides only when necessary and in a responsible manner. So don't feel overwhelmed by the prospect of maintaining your olive tree. With regular pruning, an eye out for pests and diseases, and a thoughtful approach to pest management, you can keep your tree healthy and productive. With regular maintenance and vigilance against pests and diseases, your olive tree will be ready for harvesting in no time. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to harvest your olives. This is an exciting time for any olive tree grower, a culmination of months of careful tending and nurturing. So how can you tell when your olives are ready to be picked? Well, ripeness is key. As olives mature, they transition from a vibrant green to a darker color, often a deep purple or black. This color change indicates that your olives are ready for harvesting. However, it's worth noting that the exact shade can vary depending on the olive variety. A good rule of thumb is to wait until about half of the olives on the tree have changed color. Now let's talk about harvesting methods. The traditional and arguably most satisfying way to harvest olives is by hand picking. This method is gentle on the olives, ensuring they remain in pristine condition, which is especially important if you're planning on using them for table olives. Hand-picking is also the method of choice for those with smaller trees or less extensive groves. But what if you have a larger olive grove? Well, that's where rakes come in. Rakes, whether manual or mechanized, are used to comb through the branches, detaching the olives. While this method is faster than hand-picking, it can be a little more aggressive, potentially causing some minor damage to the fruit. And what about the impact of these harvesting methods on fruit production and quality? Hand-picking, being gentle, tends to preserve the quality of the olives, making them ideal for high-quality olive oil or table olives. On the other hand, raking, while efficient, might slightly compromise the quality due to the potential for bruising. However, with careful handling, this can be minimized, and the olives can still produce a decent quality oil. Remember, the quality of your harvest largely depends on how well you've taken care of your olive trees throughout the year. So, pay attention to every stage, from planting to harvesting. And there you have it, from planting to harvesting, the journey of an olive tree is truly remarkable. Growing olive trees is more than just a hobby, it's a journey. We delved into the world of olive trees, exploring everything from their cultivation to the different varieties available. We learned about the importance of soil, climate, and sunlight, and how these elements greatly influence the growth of our trees. We also touched on the root systems and the significance of watering, mulching, and pruning practices in maintaining the health of our trees. We explored the challenges that come with pests and diseases and discussed the importance of integrated pest management. We then embarked on the exciting process of harvesting, understanding the notion of ripeness and the traditional methods used, such as hand-picking and using rakes. We also looked at how these processes contribute to fruit production. This journey has been filled with insightful information about the life cycle of the olive tree. Now that you're equipped with the knowledge, why not embark on your own olive tree journey? Happy gardening!